everybody, and happy August.
August, my word, this year is going so quick.
It is. You can just taste those pumpkin spice lattes. Oh, or you could just smell it in the air. Oh, it's so exciting.
It's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. But, of course, it is the Sunday, first Sunday of August, and we're going to be doing our monthly Q&A.
Yep.
So you guys have been sending us all your questions, all our social medias, and from our last video we did last month. So we're going to be answering away. Are you ready?
Let's get to it!
Let's do this! I'm a really anxious person, and some of the horror stories I've seen about flying cockroaches, jumping spiders in hotel rooms are making me a bit nervous. Are things really that bad, Steph, in Florida?
No, honest to God, it's absolutely fine. In bigger theme parks like Universal and like Disney, they actually spray repellent around, so it stops all the critters from coming out and stuff as it is. I've never personally had a problem, even when we were living out there. We never really had a big problem. I mean, yes, you do see the cockroaches, you know, on the street and stuff like that, but we've never really had any issues.
No, nothing jumping at us.
No, we've had no problems with wasps. No. We've had no problems with spiders. We've no.
The only ones we seem to be making friends with, or the majority of people do in Florida, is lizards. They kind of dash across when you're walking down the path.
And then you have the little love bugs as well. But the rooms, nothing really. I mean, if you do come across an infestation or something like that, just let your let reception know, and I'm sure they will relocate your room. But we've never had any problems. And
yeah, hopefully we never will.
No!
What is your favourite stall and food at Epcot Food and Wine Festival? Is it worth using Disney dining plan credits on these? Our favourite one is either an American Adventure, or I think American Adventure or Japan, because we like the frushi.
Yeah.
Frushi's really good in Japan, because it's like a sweet sushi version, hence the name frushi.
Yes.
And majority of the time American Adventure, they do some sort of barbecue sort of thing.
There's always a smoker, and he's always there.
I'm always there, so they're my two favourite places.
My favourite one has to be the one that has the gin watermelon slush thing. I think that's only at the Flower and Garden, no, not the Food and Wine.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. I keep getting those two mixed up.
But
yeah, I kind of like that for the obvious reason it's a really nice gin cocktail.
Like with dining plan sort of things, I would only use it as a last resort, because normally what we do is we get a gift card, about $50 on there, and then we'll kind of go around and see what's like something that interests us, and then we'll buy it. We have in the past used quick service points, and you exchange to 3 snack credits, which you can do, but you can only do that in one transaction. You can't spread them out into different things. So
if you do have a lot though,
yeah,
I say if you're coming to the end of your vacation and you have a lot of quick service points and you're trying to use them up, it is a perfect thing to do.
Yeah. Hey guys, hope you are. Can I ask, where and how do you order a birthday cake for when you arrive at Walt Disney World? Many thanks, Chloe.
I'd let you answer this one.
I did this.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, I presume the majority know that I did this for Steph's birthday in 2015 in April. So what I did was, you actually have to ring a hotline. It's a Walt Disney World hotline. I'll leave it like at the bottom in the description for you guys to check out. And you basically give them a ring. You kind of go through like this sort of tab of different resorts to different theme parks, and then eventually you have to find the restaurant or the place that you're staying. And then you basically you'll have to leave a voicemail and basically say, hi, my name's blah, I want the cake from my blah, and you know, that sort of blah. I don't want to kind of So, and then they'll contact you back, and then they'll kind of they'll give you an email address, and then they'll email you back and forth, and then they'll show you pictures, how you want the cake to look like, what the name is, and then they'll confirm everything with you and say, I've got a dinner reservation at 7:30 at Animal Kingdom Lodge somewhere, and they'll go, okay, I'll be ready for you there, and then you just let the reception know on the day of your reservation, and then that will all be sorted. Or if it's in a room, I presume that they'll put it in the room straight away for you on the day you want it. So it's a long process, but if you do it in advance, it's just such a relief to get it sorted out, and it makes a lot of people surprised, doesn't it? Oh, it does,
it does. Especially after a 3-course meal.
Yeah. With that bread station, that was filling.
And only having 3 days to go. 4 days to go, the remainder of our trip, and we had to try and eat it all.
It's great. It was a great time. Breakfast was great every
morning.
morning.
I tell you what, that cake was just impressive. It just kept going and going.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
Again, like I said, in the description, there'll be more details on there, so more information will be given to you there if you didn't really get what I got there. So we are going to Orlando for the first time in October, staying in Cabana Bay. I read that parks are super busy at the weekend, so do you have any other recommendations what we could do instead, such as Gatorland. We've got 2 daughters aged 11 and 12.
Yeah, there are tons and tons of things to do that are outside of the parks. Just to summarise, I mean, you could go down International Drive, there's fantastic outlets, there's lots of great eateries, great little venue places like Old Town. We've just recently came back from a last minute trip from Florida, and that was back in May. We've just released those videos, so I'll leave a link down below of the playlist. And we pretty much went to some phenomenal places. We went to the beach, we went to Turtle Mound, which is a National Trust sort of beach. So you could actually see some turtle nests and stuff.
True.
We went
Wild Florida, which is kind of like Gatorland. So you got gators, got the airboat sort of thing, which is really awesome, and then they had a zoo as well, like a.
We checked out International Drive. We did a bit of shopping. We did a lot of stuff. So we'll leave a link down below of all the videos that we did, and hopefully that will give you some inspiration.
We've booked a table for the Rose and Crown for evening meal. How likely is it that we will be seated outside if we really want to be able to watch the fireworks? When we used to be there, it was really hard. You could request it, but it was never guaranteed. But if you ever did get an inside table, you could, and at a certain time, you say, "Are you watching here for the fireworks?" You actually get a viewing area, which is just outside in the beer garden area, just left hand of the actual Rose and Crown. So you'll still get a good view. You may not get a table seat view, but you'll still get a view of the fireworks, which is still good. Yeah, it tends to be any reservation that is after 7:30, I think. That was when we were working there. That kind of covers the time limit that you have. Things may have changed, we don't know, but that was when we were there. So but I do definitely know that they do have that VIP area still. So if you are sat inside, which is very cute and very quaint, I quite like inside, and it's lovely and air conditioned. Yes. But they'll bring you outside into the little private area, and you get a really good view. Indeed. So hopefully that helps you out, and hope you enjoy your time at the Rose and Crown. Let us know when you do go there. Can you recommend any spots for lunch out in Eastbourne? Ooh, yes! Eastbourne one. Off-topic one. As we always struggle to find somewhere with good food and decent prices when visiting my uncle and auntie down there. There's actually quite a lot of places in Eastbourne to eat really good food. We have been hunting down, trying to find the best cafes and everything. Yes. Our favourites are probably down Grove Road and South Street. For lunch, places like the Art House, they will fill you up on really good comfort foods. There is, if anybody ever follows Letitia Bakes on Instagram, I'll leave a link down below. If anybody follows that, she actually has her own cafe down on that area as well. I would recommend for burgers, Half Man Half Burger. Yeah, that's really good. Same street where that is. And Old Dave as well is a good one as well. Yeah, Old Dave Burgers, which is a good one as well, just down the road. Yep. I really like Bill's restaurant. It's a chain that's like in the south. It's really, really nice food. It's like English contemporary food, but it's really, really good. And of course, if you're wanting good cake, like the best cake, is the Incredible Cake Company, and that is on South Street. Yes, definitely. It's lovely. Also, one other place I want to suggest, if you love good ice cream. Oh, Frasciati's! Frasciati's, which is on the seafront. It does amazing. Good gelato. Really good Italian ice cream. And their flavours are always different. They do sort of special ones, like they did Jammy Dodger one time. They did like a pear and fig one time. Yeah. It was like spiced pear and fig. And it was like, really good. So if you are around that area, Frasciati's for ice cream, if it's that hot sunny day, definitely get a try out. What was your inspiration for your rabbits' names? Was it family, favourite films, memories? Well, you named Logan. You named Logan. Yeah, after Wolverine, because he did have quite sharp claws, and he had these little tufts, because he's a lion head, and he's a lion head lot, but he had these little tufts here, and I was like, oh, he does like a Logan. Yeah. And we was like, oh my god, let's call him Logan. Yeah. With Jess was is a long story, but we kind of shortened it down. We weren't sure what to call her. When we actually got Jess, she actually had to go back to the vet on the same day, because she had like a bit of it was like a rabbit flu. And she had a problem with her nose, she couldn't breathe properly. She had mites apparently as well. Long story short, she wasn't very well. So we rushed her to the vets, didn't we? And then they was like, oh, what's her name? And we're like, I've just got her 20 minutes ago. I don't know. And we just kind of looked and went, she looks like a Jess. And we didn't realise Jessica Rabbit was a thing, and everyone says, oh, after Jessica Rabbit. And we're like,
No, we just called her Jess because we needs to come up with a name.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was the first thing we thought of. So it's got nothing to do with Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
No.
But it's funny that it is. So yeah.
But she suits the name, so she's good.
She's good. What do you use for ID in USA?
Yeah.
Don't want to carry a passport around, and heard UK driving license are sometimes not accepted. This is something we actually found out in 2014.
Yeah.
We went with our friend Anthony. We've vlogged it, so you can check that out. But we were going to where Honey I Shrunk the Kids was. And we were going to get a drink, and we've had our driving license or provisional licenses, and they said they weren't allowed to accept them because it's a new policy in Disney.
Yeah.
And so you have to use a passport, but you can actually get a photocopy.
Yeah. Now, really, all depends on who the person actually is.
Yeah.
Now, when we were there, it was a case of it was either a driving license if you knew what it looked like,
yep.
you know, from that country, a passport or a photograph of that passport. Now, back in 2014, we had an issue where they ruled out driving licenses altogether, which we then actually found out by one of our manager friends from Disney. It was because the Mexican driving licenses don't actually have date of births on the actual cards. So they kind of said no to everything, basically. Yeah. No to all of them.
Even though we have ours on there, it's plain to see it on there, but I presume just to be equal and fair to everybody else, they just ruled it out. So
anybody who's from an internationally,
yeah.
You know, there has been times when we've gone up to a bar and we have shown a photograph of our passports and they didn't even accept it there, even though it does actually state on the sign saying 2 drinks per ID and you can have a picture of your passport. So now we carry our passports, unfortunately. We always keep them in a really Ziploc bag and keep them really, really safe on you. And I'm constantly like a hawk, I'm constantly looking, trying to, you know, making sure it's all there.
Yeah.
But that's what we do now. We actually bring our passports. We can't deal with it anymore.
The only other option we can suggest is at Disney, if you go to guest relations and just confirm it with them, they may be able to clarify a bit more. We do that at Universal, they do accept provisionals.
Do they?
Yeah, when we went to Universal, they accepted them easily. They went, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But again, check with Universal as well.
Yeah.
Things changed, policies changed, things changed.
Things change quite regularly.
Yeah, so theme parks are always changing every day, so please make sure you check it with them.
If anybody's actually been out there and has tried using the photo, you know, the photograph of the passports, comment down below, let me know what experiences you've had with it. It just seems to be like, depending on who you actually get served with.
Yeah. Because when we used to work there, obviously when people gave in their UK license, we were like, yeah, we know this, like, yeah, you're the correct age and everything like that. So I think for Americans it's a bit different, but
because it was like that, the Rose and Crown. If we went to go and get a drink at the bar at the pub, you know, you would present your driving license or your provisional because the people who are behind the bar actually knows what they look like. But they actually then started saying we actually can't read these, even though we know that it's anyhow.
So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah.
But like we say, do check with the guest relations from all the theme parks everywhere you can, and they'll help you out for you. Dave's a trained chef. Did he ever want to pursue it professionally? If not, why? I am a trained chef. I worked in London for about 4 or 5 years. I had jobs at the Ritz, Dorchester. Fancy places. And it was the hours, which was the killer. When you're in college, what you learn in college to what you learn in real life is like completely different. It's kind of like driving to a point. When you learn to drive, it's a different thing to like actual real driving. You have to learn it completely separate. The hours, it was very tough, very competitive, and I just didn't really enjoy it. And I kind of got to the point where do you know what? I enjoy home cooking. Home cooking is my sort of thing, so that's why I like cooking at home. So you know, that's the reason why I don't do it professionally. So, you know.
If there was a place that did it with realistic hours, you would do it.
Yeah, because like you would work, if anyone out there is a chef out there, you would know you're working from 7 AM in the morning to 11 PM at night, 5 days a week. Yeah. You were exhausted, you only got like a half an hour break and it just wasn't worth it.
And then you wake up and you do it all again.
Do it all again. So yeah, that's why I don't do it professionally. So I just do it at home, and that's why the Chef Dave series is doing so well. I hope it is. Anyway, so. Any tips for sleeping on a night flight back from Florida? And how do you combat jet lag? I can never sleep on a plane, period. I cannot. I can only drift for about half an hour.
I'm the the type of weird person who actually falls asleep with noise. So if I've got a movie on or anything like that, or music on, I will fall asleep. So if there's anything, if there's any audio, or if there's any movies that are on the little entertainment system that is quite soothing, or you know, it's quite relaxing, you can drift yourself off to sleep with that. That's how we deal with it. That's how I deal with it.
Yeah, sadly I'm the opposite. I need complete silence.
See, I'm just weird. I just need to have like noise, like just to counteract the other noises that are going around and the pressure and everything. Yeah. But jet lag, how do we deal with jet lag?
Best thing we try and do is try and stay up to kind of get your body clock back into form and sleep. I say that, but then like, I'll fall asleep till 2 o'clock in the afternoon when we arrive back from Florida. It's really hard. Yeah, it's everyone. If anyone here has any hints and tips, let us know in the comments, because every person's different. Everyone has a different regime, sort of thing like that. So let us know your regime of how you sort it out. The majority, I presume, it's sleep. Sleep is the best way to do it.
I'd say embrace it for the first day. Just embrace it. Just get the duvet on the sofa, watch your favourite like Netflix show or whatever, and order a pizza. Just collate yourself. Have a little bit of a cry because you've left, you know, like Disney. But I can normally get myself out of it after 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, I'm a bit longer.
Yeah, you're very long. You're terrible. You're like a few weeks. You are.
Pretty much. That's my Disney Blues
setting. Because you're a night owl anyway. So.
Yeah, that is all of this month's questions. I want to say thank you to everyone for submitting your questions. If you want to enter your next questions for next month's one, comment down below in the video using the hashtag Krispysmore Q&A. And obviously later on, nearer the time, we'll put it on our social medias as well. So keep an eye on that. And if you don't follow us on social medias, they're all in the description down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. We really do appreciate all the support. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. We've got plenty more videos we're doing at the moment. Vlogust or whatever you call it. Daily vlogging through the whole of August. And then also...
Crazy!
I know, Tuesday we're going to be giving you guys our announcement to our next Florida vacation. So we're super excited for you guys to see that video. And we shall see you on the next one.
Probably see you tomorrow for a daily vlog.
See you tomorrow. Bye!